It is my honor and pleasure to moderate this panel for Ms. Gina Carano. How many big fans we got in the room right now?
Yeah!
I love it. I'm going to give you a couple of rules, a couple of things set up here. You can clap for him. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Hey! Fan Expo Chicago. I need y'all to show all the love, make mad noise for Miss Gina Carano. Listen. Lucky microphone right here, that's what that is. So how are you doing, love?
I'm doing so good, actually.
I love it. This has been a crazy good weekend for us. Has it been a good weekend for you so far?
I mean,
That's right, listen, claps. I love it.
Clear my throat.
That's all right.
Chicago, you showed up.
Come on
You
now.
guys showed up like no other today, and it just positive energy. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. Thank you!
So, we are here to celebrate all the things about you, okay? And this is a lot to celebrate, okay? So I'm just let you know you're just going to be overflowed with like love and adoration. So the first thing I want to know, to kind of get into this frame of things, so that we get to know you even better, what is your favorite color? I have never asked you this. In all the times that we've had conversations, what is your favorite color?
I wear black a lot.
That might just be like a stylistic thing. That might not be your
I
favorite.
have a thing where, what is your favorite color today? Because it could be a different color tomorrow.
Come on, let's go.
So, what am I feeling? Red.
Right?
I'm feeling red today.
See?
Like hot, burning red.
What was it like to kind of pervade the world and kind of see, oh, I can move here, and where other people might have been discouraged or stopped, you were unstoppable.
Well, I think, thank you.
Of course.
I missed you, man. I love our you know, when you're going through it, you don't know that that's what you're going through.
Of course.
And so I look back at what my career has been, and I realize there's very few athletes that have been able to make the transition into an actor or an actress, and very few musicians. Like, the thing I had to do, I think that was the most important thing to become an actress, is to learn to start it over. And that seems to be something that I have to do about every 10 years. You have to let go of your ego and realize you have to turn into a student again. And
Hold on. Did y'all catch that sermon that she just dropped right there? There's a collection plate in the back. I need y'all to put something in there. Okay, I'm sorry. I just need to make sure that they heard what you just gave, that gift. Please continue.
yeah, that's it. I had to let go of my fighter ego, and I had to embrace, starting over. And I'm having to do that again and again. And I think every 7 to 10 years, you have to let go of what you think you were and how knowledgeable you think you are, and restart and become a childlike again. So that's and I have no problem doing that.
That's strength right there. Make some noise for that, please.
Yeah. I can't be ashamed of it. That's the thing. Like, okay, you were a star athlete in high school. That phase is over. Now what's your new phase? And you have to build up your new phase in your 20s, and then you're going to have to start over in your 30s, and you're going to have to start over, and it doesn't stop.
Right.
The thing that stops you is your mind and your disbelief of thinking that you can't do this anymore. You're too old for something, or you never. Until that last day, you better be starting something new.
Oh, yes. And I think that there's something magical about creating or keeping that childlike wonder that allows you to go, it's okay to start all over and to see the world afresh, anew, to do so. Is there anybody in particular in your life that really kind of inspired you to keep that facet of yourself?
Well, I think, always my mom, she has this beautiful it's like she's the most rock solid, amazing woman. We're best friends now. I gave her
Take time. You have to start over. That's all.
Yeah, we started over a lot. But she is just, she's got these beautiful, sparkling, smiling eyes. And you would never understand the amount of pain that she's gone through because, you know, of her smile on her face and her eyes and the way she treats people. She has no bitterness. She just has love for the world. She's, you know, she doesn't have any fear. She's just straight up just knows that the world needs love, and you have to start over, and you get humbled, and you just have to. There has to be no quit. And I attribute it to my mom.
Oh my God, I love that. Love your way through life. Don't fight your way through life. Love your way through it.
Loving's the best kind of fight.
Come on, yeah. I just got a grown-up conversation right there. But no, that's a beautiful, beautiful way to look at everything because it always gives you the opportunity to achieve, right? I love what you said before. The only time that you should quit is when you're gone.
Yeah.
That's when it's not an opportunity for you to keep going. And for your recognition of that, out of anything that you could do next, what is something that is on your to-do list for how you will continue to take over the world?
Well, I'm not trying to take over the world. What I think.
Okay, our hearts and minds then. How about that?
I want healing. I want there to be some healing, and I want people to look at each other, like how we all look at each other. You know, when we meet each other in line, not online.
Come on now.
You
Come
know?
on now.
So there's a difference.
Right there.
There's a difference. Like the world wants you to make you believe something online, and how people are online. Everybody's, you know, everybody's something online. But when you're in person, it's a whole different, you know, scenario. And so, yeah, I think we should start just, you know, treating people like human beings.
Make some noise for that, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm literally going to ask just like two more things, and I'm going to let you guys start to line up as I do so. So if you got some questions, feel free to line up.
Please do.
Yeah, of course. So obviously, as an action star, you've had your performances have built different franchises and made some wonderful things. Deadpool and Wolverine just achieved $1 billion success, and we all agree, we took a poll in the room, that it couldn't have happened without Angel Dust as the foundation. But what were some of your favorite experiences working on that first movie that has now become one of the biggest franchises in comic book?
Well, it was groundbreaking.
Yes.
He broke the fourth wall. They broke all sorts of movie rules. They were making funny stuff. They took it to such the next level that it was like iconic. That first one was just iconic. And you know, it's just, I mean, it was such an honor to be a part of. The artists were like, you know, so you get on sets where it's not as free. The artists were free to just kind of, you know, riff, and I was usually on the end of the riff, and I was like, okay, all right. I can never, like, the worst thing anybody could ever say to me, sorry about this, but less angry Rosie O'Donnell, like, it crushes my soul. Every single time something is like, ha, you know, and I'm like, no.
That's not funny.
It actually hurts. It hurts.
Listen, I see that you guys are on this side, but is there a microphone on that one? It wasn't on there earlier. Okay, there is one. Okay, excellent. So I'm going to skip my last question. I'm going to jump right to them, if that's all right. And we'll start on this side, and we'll go back and forth. Is that okay? How are you?
Hello, Gina. I know you got your start in martial arts, and so I'm just curious, what were some of the greatest challenges you had to overcome in getting involved in competitive martial arts, and what advice do you have for women who are trying to get into competitive martial arts?
Great question.
Yeah, that's good. When I got into it, there wasn't very many women, so I think the biggest challenge was breaking down those doors so that more women can be in gyms and more women could fight on big cards. And I was, thank you, Jesus, I was so influential in being used to be that. So. fighting is a professional sport, and it's something that you have to dedicate yourself to, like any other professional sport. It can't be a half-assed thing. You have to treat it like a job, if you really want to be successful. And if you don't want to fight, I would just suggest everybody learn some sort of, self-defense, because I think you never know when you're going to need it. It's no matter big, small, female, male, whatever it is, you should probably try to have something where you can feel a little bit more confident in protecting yourself.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Woohoo!
I don't have questions, I just have a couple comments. Sir, you are a fantastic MC.
Thank you very much.
Gina, I want to thank you. You are a fantastic role model for my daughters, my granddaughters. You're a strong woman, you're a sensitive woman, and you fight for the underdog, and I can't praise you enough, and I thank you for what you do for my daughters and my grandkids.
Makes a lot of sense. To wear that sense of responsibility, right? To know that so many people are not only looking at what you have done, but who you are today. Does that inspire you every morning, or does it ever give you pause to kind of take in what that is and question how you do things?
Well, I definitely think after the last 4 years, question how I do things a little bit more seriously. But I also want to be just very real and honest and lay my heart out on the line and let everybody know we're all human. I'm sitting on this chair and you're sitting on that chair, and you have a story that would be just as interesting as if you were sitting on this chair. So, we just have to realize, my responsibility is just letting you know I'm a human being and doing the best I can, and I'm not going to be perfect. I usually find that, if these hard decisions, if the easy road is not, you take the easy road, everybody takes the easy road. It's the hard road, it's the hard decisions that can make you who you are, and that's when you really need to sit with yourself and say, well, does this matter to me, or does this matter to me? And I've had to face that a lot in the last 4 years. And
That's 3 sermons she
Yes.
gave y'all, okay? 3 of them.
Hi Gina, I'm Brad, and I'm going to follow with the girl in front of me and stay in the MMA lane. I'm a super fan, and this week marked 15 years since your last fight, and the sport has grown exponentially. You're one of the OGs. Talk about the people that are in now, or anybody you're a fan of, and did you take joy when Amanda Nunes knocked out Chris Cyborg, the only person?
wait, I missed that last part.
Did you take joy in seeing Amanda Nunes knock out Cyborg, the only person in the game?
Yes, I did.
Woo!
No, I have to be really honest. Cyborg is one of the nicest people ever. She's got a heart of gold, and it was so strange because she's just that nice, and she's such a beast. What was the other part of your question?
Particular fighters that you are a fan of.
Oh, Israel Adesanya.
Oh, yeah.
I adore him. But a lot of the fighters that I adore are the ones that I kind of grew up watching. So these newer fighters, I like the Diaz brothers, and I like a lot of the people that you probably wouldn't recognize their names that I actually got to train with. I'm kind of, I guess, a little bit old school.
Nothing wrong with that.
But I love watching the fights. I'm kind of like the person, when the fight's are on, I just zone out, and it's something that just relaxes my brain. I zone out. I can see the interactions. I can feel them. I can read it, just like maybe you guys feel with football or whatever sport, and it just makes me just feel nice. So yeah. And then I'll jump out of my seat if somebody I like. So
That's awesome. Great question. Thank you. Hello.
Hi, my name is Hannah. I am a huge fan of Star Wars, so I love your work in The Mandalorian.
Absolutely.
My question find out about Grogu or Baby Yoda. And what was your reaction? And was it hard to keep it a secret?
And what?
Was it hard to keep that a secret?
Yes, it was very hard to keep it a secret. But we had to keep so many secrets. Like if we were moving from one studio to the other, there was like paparazzi up on the rooftops of higher roofs, and so we had to be so stealth about it. So it's a very, very secretive set. And yeah, the baby was, I don't remember when I got introduced to it because I feel like it was so long ago, but it was just genius because, you know, I've said it multiple times, if that baby's in the scene, nobody's winning that scene but the baby. And nobody, you know, like, it kind of is funny, it's really funny because some of the best actors that were around that baby, like, I was like, cool, it wins, you know. Like, some of the best actors like, I hate that baby. There's no winning. It's so dang cute.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hello.
Hi, my name is Johnny. My question is, what advice would you have for an aspiring actor, or what advice do you wish you would have had when you started acting?
Oh, that's a really good question.
Yeah, that's great. I wish that, I wish I would have, well, I didn't try to be an actor. It kind of found me. But I wish I would have understood the craft a little bit and, you know, read some books and went to some classes earlier on. Because my first 2 movies, I didn't enter an actor studio. But I also don't like, I'm sorry, but I don't like the acting studios because it just like feels dirty. I don't know why. There's probably a lot of, it just doesn't feel clean. It's not LA. But getting myself comfortable with memorizing words and getting myself comfortable on camera, and also not being so hard on myself. Being a lot more free to be childlike, to just dive into this character and understand the character more. So, you know, just really like train for it, you know, and understand it. And I just didn't know how because I was just fighter to actor, completely 2 different things that I didn't plan on. But I would just give yourself to it and don't compromise yourself.
Thank you. Very well said. Very well said.
Hi, Gina.
Hi.
I'm really so proud of you that you into the daily art entertainment of the Praise of Terror movie. Is there like a different features, which is like a science fiction in the Daily Wire?
Well, so I don't work for the Daily. I'm an independent now. I have my own production company now.
Come on now, make some noise of that.
Terror on the Prairie is something that I wish would get released to. I think it was maybe too much for that crowd. I think that if it got released on Amazon Prime or something like that, I think it would do really well. And I think the acting in it, you know, some of the story points that I was like fighting for, I think we could have done a little bit better. But I think it's a really cool Western. I think it's beautiful. I think it's calming. For me, I really liked the performances. I'm proud of it. So I hope it gets one day released to the mass so that people can see it, not just on the Daily Wire. But yeah, I'm in the midst of creating 2 specific projects, one series and another movie, and we're getting very close to moving to the next step on that. So I am not quitting.
That's right.
Gina, I agree with you so much. And we are blessed that you come here so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Truly. Hello.
Hi Gina, I'm Joe. I just want to say you're a really great actress. Everything you do I've seen, it's amazing. My question is, what is the favorite movie or show that you have been in? What's your favorite?
Ooh.
Yeah, my favorite had to have been Haywire because that was my introductory
Let's go.
role.
Let's go.
And there was never any feeling like that. I mean, that was my first. There's never been any feeling like that. I think series though, Cara Dune was absolutely. She was everything that I feel like was so balanced between a woman.
Oh, so she was you, that's what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't too hard. That was not hard work, I got her. And even John Favreau came up to me in the second season, he says, you got it.
Of course.
You got her down.
Of course.
And like, I just really came into my own in cartoon as an actor. And so, and I love that character. So.
Love that.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
So my question is for the Mandalorian. What was your favorite episode filming?
Ooh.
Yeah, that's good. Man, it's so hard to say because from the first episode to the last.
Make it easier for you watching, or any fond memories on set.
Any fond memories? What's that if you can't pick a favorite?
Oh, yeah, I think the last part of the second season was really special. There was actual tears in people's eyes, and there was such a magical feeling in the room and the energy, and it just felt like it was all coming together, and the Star Wars was just coming together at that point, and then fell apart. But it came together for those two. Well, it fell apart for me. It came together for those 2 seasons, and I felt the Mandalorian season 1 and 2 were very healing,
Yeah.
and I think everybody loved it.
Yes.
And then,
Did we?
much
Did
so.
you love it?
Woo!
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
that. Hello.
Hi, Gina. So one of my favorite roles that you've done was your role in Fast 6 and fights with Michelle. I was just wondering, what was your favorite fight scenes ever?
To ever do?
Oh, whatever your favorite fight scenes ever to film or to,
In Fast 6 or ever?
or just in general.
Ever?
Yeah.
Ever.
Oh, definitely a Fassbender fight in Neewer. Hands down.
Yes.
Yeah.
But why? You gotta tell them why.
Because he was so down for it, and it was so beautifully shot, and the energy. There was no stunt doubles there. There were stunt doubles with Michelle, but not on my end. So it's nice when you get that interaction with the actor, acting, but also physically. And Michael Fassbender is just, I think, one of the best actors in the world.
Absolutely.
And he just totally gave himself to this fight scene and had no problem being one of the best actors in the world when we kicking him through a door. So it's just a beautiful sight. The way Steven Soderbergh shot those fight scenes was unlike anybody. So he was a genius. And most of the fight scenes in that movie just still my heart.
Love it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Rondo. Pleasure to meet you. Don't want these microphones. Thank you. Obviously, we're all familiar with your filmography. We love watching everything you do. My question was regarding if you could take the lead in any action franchise in history, what would it be and why?
Any action franchise in history. Correct. Wide open.
Well, I would have took Wonder Woman. I would have taken that in a heartbeat. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I fit the.
You would kill it.
Yeah. Woo!
Absolutely.
Is James still casting for that?
I don't think he likes you very
Listen. Let me call him. I'll talk to him for a little bit.
I
I'll see what we
think
can do.
they're trying to go younger with the whole thing because Henry Cavill was a wonderful Superman, and
Yes.
and he got booted or whatever happened there. I'm not sure, but so I think they're trying to probably go younger, so that opportunity is probably out. But you asked if I could do anything. Oh, and by the way, I do have to say, Gal Gadot, I worked with her on Fast 6, is one of the most lovely,
Of course.
inside and out people I have ever met.
Woo!
Although I would have taken her job. I mean, she is one of the most kind, good people that is just unusually just beautiful and inside and out. Like, she could trip over a cord and it's like,
You can all say the same thing about you as well. So.
oh no, I'd fall flat on my face and be like, I went through that.
With the platform, like, yes.
Yes, Janina card.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you both so much.
Appreciate that. Hello.
Hi Gina, so my question to you is this, so Deadpool 3 came out recently, and before that came out, I watched both the first and second on Disney Plus, and your character that you played, Angel Dust. Since the multiverse started opening in Deadpool 2, what are the chances of Angel Dust going into the MCU now?
Well, a bit of a pickle. I'm actively suing Disney with must. I mean, I don't predict the future. I don't know what happens. I think you want people to act right, and I want Disney and Lucasfilm to act right now. And they act right. I think they have to start acting right and start respecting their employees, their their fan base. I think Elon Musk should buy it. Superman. So, I will never say no, this isn't going to happen or this is going to happen. I just think some healing needs to happen and some respect needs to happen.
Hello again. I just am curious. I want to know how it is for somebody who's grown up in some of the biggest cities to move to the country and have chickens and livestock. I'm so jealous.
Oh my God. I'll never live in the city again. I mean, you see me right now, and I'm like, okay, I have to relearn how to put on my makeup because I'm out there in boots, and I had actually washed these boots off this morning because you run out and it's raining and you just grab the boots you're in, you run out and try to get all the chickens together, and they're grown up, and then the horses, they're pregnant, and it's just this whole life of a very humbling, they don't care who I am, they're just you better win your way to my heart, and all the chickens, and I mean, it's just surrounded by animals and the open sky, and I just needed to feel safer, and so I moved out, and I could breathe. I love where I'm at, and I love the people. The people in Montana where I live, they don't care about, who you are. They care if you can do something.
Come on now.
They're like, can you build a fence? Do you know how to do plumbing? Can you build a house? How about electrical? And it's just that those people have become my superstars because I just respect that so much. So I love it.
And I'm going to ask for you in the back of this line to come on this side so that way we can even it out and we'll make it all nice and easy.
Is that top then?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it
Brilliant.
You need my wingman anytime.
Stop flirting with Gina. Stop that. Hello.
Hi, Gina. Hi. Big fan since your MMA days, and my question is, who is your favorite MMA fighter, and do you have a favorite MMA fight?
Oh,
that's a big one.
Okay. My favorite MMA fighters
there you go.
have to do with Diaz brothers. I mean, I just adored. They were so authentic. They are the little guy giving the middle finger to the corporate. They embody that in everything that they do, and life for them wasn't easy growing up. And they stayed true to themselves, and I just loved them. So I'd say I watched them and just, with stars in my eyes, just growing up thinking, how are these two just so able to be 1,000% themselves and not be motivated or influenced by the crowd around them trying so hard to fit in? And they didn't try to fit in. They gave several times, I think every time, the middle finger to trying to fit in. And it just made them stand out beautifully. And I think Nick Diaz has a fight coming up, actually, a comeback fight, which is really a lot of fun and inspiring. I think Mike Tyson is. So as far as favorite fights go, that's really hard. One of their fights. There was a fight between Nick Diaz. I don't know who the other guy was, but he was a tough opponent. And I learned this move in jiu-jitsu because I hadn't done jiu-jitsu, where you bring your foot over the top of person's head into the throat, and then you pull the head down. If anybody knows in jiu-jitsu what that is, let me know.
It's deadly is what that is.
And because I saw him do it once, because I'm a visual person, I tried it in one of my MMA fights and I almost choked her out with that. So, those are my favorite fighters if I have to just say off the cuff.
Awesome.
MMA fighters. When it comes to Muay Thai fighters, I have a list.
Okay. Thank you. Hello.
That you guys wouldn't know. But watch out for Muay Thai, because Muay Thai is coming up.
I love it.
Hi, Gina. Thank you so much for coming to Chicago. Appreciate you spending the weekend here. Staying along with the MMA thing, I don't want to instigate anything, but is there a fighter that you have seen that you thought, in my prime, I would have taken them, or somebody that you would have gone to the octagon one-on-one?
Yeah, so Ronda Rousey has said that if I, want to fight at some point, she would. She's pregnant now, but maybe by the time she is not pregnant, and I would have lost the weight by then, we will actually be at the same weight, because I'm not going to fight somebody if I'm heavier than them. So maybe you'll see that happen. I mean, look at Mike Tyson. I don't know why women can't do super fights. And that actually, Mike Tyson doing that influenced me. I was like, hey, and so I've actually lost 10 pounds. I'm back. So I said, if Jay over here has an amateur fight, he's one of my best friends now.
Don't pull me in this.
You influence people. And so if he has a little amateur fight, then I'll definitely be back in there.
Oh snap! Jay, it's on you, bro. Come on.
Yeah, and he's been dropping weight like crazy. I'm like, oh shoot, here we go. So just getting healthier. I was carrying a lot of pain for the last lifetime. But I've actually got a good head on my shoulders. I wish I had this head on my shoulders when I was in my 20s and 30s. And now it's like, now I'm trying to get my body back. And it takes work. It's harder the older you get. But like I said, it's coming down. I'm feeling positive. I don't care what the internet says.
Let's go.
I'm just going to be 40 years old. Just see me in a year. It'll be different.
Hello.
Yeah, put me down for that paper, for sure. But I could, to the top of that thing. But anyways, so I could be mixing my video game series wrong, but I think you were in Command and Conquer.
Yes.
Yeah. And I thought it was awesome, but I could be wrong. Did you have any scenes with Tim Curry at all?
No, so they called me in for a day, and they said, put this outfit on, shadow box,
It looked awesome.
and have a Russian accent. And I was like, excuse me, what? Okay, we're gonna, and so that was like one of those childlike moments where it's like, well, I don't know what I'm doing, and I had no idea who else was gonna be on the poster. I never met them. And then I see, have you ever seen that poster, Jenny McCarthy? Mm-hmm. It's a cool poster, and I'm like, I can't believe I was in that. And then people come up to me and they can't, which I love, they can't believe I was in certain things, because it was all so different. And like years down the line, friends of mine are like, you were in Command and Conquer. I was like,
yes,
yeah, I've been hustling. What do you guys think I was doing in LA this entire time?
That's right. Thank you. Hello.
Hi, Gina. My name is Jason. I had a couple things I wanted to just ask. And I was trying to think of something that someone else has asked before. Did you ever see the Warrior movie with Nick Nolte and Joel Edgerton, other Star Wars alumni?
What is it?
The Warrior. It's an MMA movie.
Oh, with Tom Hardy?
No, yeah, Tom Hardy,
Yeah.
Nick Nolte. What did you think of it? Enjoy it?
Okay, I'll be really honest. I was like, I think at certain points in your life, you have to be in the mood, right? So that was one where one of my buddies who passed away, he was watching, he was in tears watching it. And I was like running in and out of the room, like, what is he? No, please. I was like running out of the room, kind of being a little bit judgmental on the MMA part, probably. But I think I need to watch it with like a clearer vision, because sometimes you have to revisit something and you're like, oh, I did that with Breaking Bad. When I watched Breaking Bad the first time, I was like, no, I don't care. And then all of a sudden cut to, I need to go the next day. 4 a.m. in the morning, nope, I'm not stopping.
Also, to see, Star Wars fell off the rails for us with season 2 as well.
What was that?
Well, Star Wars kind of fell off the rails for all of us after season 2.
He was losing everything. That's what happened.
And also, Jay, are you gonna get the photo op? My friend wanted to know if you're gonna get the photo op.
I'll be there.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Awesome. I love it. Hello.
Hi. I'm really nervous, sorry. I do martial arts with my mom. She was actually the first person on this bike. And I just want to say I really admire you and for standing up for your beliefs. At school, like I find it really hard to stand up for my beliefs without like facing backlash, but I think you're a big role model for me. Thank you.
I want you to know that is every reason that I did that. Because I want kids to not feel this in their future, and I want to fight it now. So thank you so much for blessing me. You are such a sweetheart, and I hope you just stay true to yourself. You have got a strong soul.
Last question. No pressure. I don't know if you can top that one.
Terminator 2 thing, and I just came in, but after that, I have to ask, did Hollywood really cancel you? And when Daily Wire came in, can you talk about the difference working with Daily Wire and Hollywood? Did you really feel canceled?
Oh, I felt more canceled than I think. When I look at the history of cancellations in Hollywood, I think I've got to be at least in that top 3.
Because I would think your agent would be like, we're gonna let you go, and then another agent would be like, hey, we'll hire you.
No, I tried to get agents to hire me last year, even voice agents. And the first question is, what's your standing with Disney? And I'm like, well, they fired me, unjustly so. And so now I've just taken things into my own hands and realized, the Daily Wire has the Daily Wire going on, and I support them full-heartedly, but I didn't belong there either. I'm kind of a bit of a lone ranger to where I don't think boxes work for me. And I think art itself, when you try to put it in a box, it ends up being bad. So I'm now just a free agent that is working with other artists to create as much stuff, and it is so fun. I'm so excited about what I'm doing and so invested in it, because that's, it's almost like at the beginning of my fight career where I just became totally obsessed. I had to start from the bottom, completely from the bottom again, and I was for sure canceled in the harshest way, and that's why I'm fighting this fight, so it makes it more difficult for these companies to do just another human being ever.
Concept of them canceling you, you got set free to be the creative that you want to be.
Oh, you just ended us on
Let's go.
You take it.
You are able to pursue life as you wish, creativity as you wish, and continue to inspire everyone else that wants to follow in your footsteps. Fan Expo Chicago, do me a favor. Join me in making all kinds of noise.